All right. So you're ready to dive into the world of YouTube and figure out how to make some money, huh?
That's right.
And you've brought us a really great source to help us break it all down.
Yeah.
How to make money from YouTube.
It's a good one.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
And we're going to unpack all the secrets, different strategies, all that good stuff, and get you thinking about how you can tap into YouTube's earning potential.
Absolutely, because it's a lot more than it might seem like on the surface.
Right.
Yeah.
It really is.
Like just throwing up a video and hoping for the best, you know?
When I first started, like really thinking about, okay, I want to make money on YouTube.
Right.
I was a little overwhelmed because it is huge.
It is.
You know?
It's massive.
It's easy to get lost in the sheer scale of it.
Absolutely.
And so this source does a good job at sort of bringing it down to earth.
Yeah. Yeah. It lays out the ecosystem really well.
Yeah.
You know, all the moving pieces and how they all work together.
The key players.
The key players. You got the viewers, obviously the creators, the advertisers, and of course YouTube itself.
Right.
Kind of the puppet master of it all.
Yeah. And what's really fascinating to me about this is it is a win-win for everybody.
For everybody.
The viewers are getting content.
Right.
The creators are getting, an audience and income.
Yeah.
Advertisers are getting their message out in front of the right people.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is keeping the whole machine running.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
In a way?
Yeah, when it works.
When it works.
Yeah.
So your success really depends on understanding how you fit into that ecosystem.
Exactly. What are you bringing to the table?
Right.
Like what unique value?
The niche are you carving out?
Yeah.
Those are the big questions to ask yourself.
Yeah. I like how this source kind of just jumps right into
the YouTube Partner Program.
It's to the nitty gritty.
It does. It says, here are the requirements. Anyone can potentially get started.
And it's really not that complicated.
Right.
Once you meet the eligibility criteria, which is, like 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, then you can apply for the program, link it to your AdSense account, and that's it.
Yeah, and I think so many people assume that it's way more complicated.
This mystique.
There is this kind of veil over it.
It seems very inaccessible to people.
It does.
Yeah, but it really isn't.
It's really not.
Once you know.
But then you have to, wrap your head around all the metrics.
Oh yeah.
The CPMs,
right.
monetized playbacks, gross revenue.
Yeah.
It can be
confusing.
Yeah, it can be confusing.
Yeah.
It's like a whole new language.
Yeah, it is.
In a way.
It is, yeah.
But you got to understand it.
Yeah. You do, because it's crucial for maximizing your earnings, Right. Our CPM, which is cost per 1,000 views, is how much the advertisers are willing to pay,
right.
To reach your audience.
Right.
Monetized playbacks are the views that are actually generating ad revenue.
Right.
And then gross revenue is how much you get before YouTube gets their cut.
Right. And this is where things get really interesting because these metrics can fluctuate based on
so many factors.
A lot time of year, the type of content you're creating, the audience you're attracting, all this stuff.
Yeah, the whims of the advertising market.
It really is. It's like trying to predict the stock market.
Kinda, yeah. There's definitely an element of unpredictability.
Yeah.
But the source emphasizes that, having a good strategy, being consistent can really help you navigate those fluctuations,
Yeah.
So creating high quality content, optimizing your videos
right.
for search and discoverability.
And that's what I think makes this source so valuable is because it doesn't just say,
make good video.
Make good videos, wait, and the money will come.
Right.
It's like, no, there's concrete strategies.
Yeah.
To
things you can do.
Increase your chances.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, it provides a framework,
right.
Yeah. For understanding not just the mechanics of monetization, but also the mindset, the approach that you need to really thrive in that world.
And one of the things that I love about this is it doesn't shy away from showing all the diverse creators
Oh, yeah.
that are finding success on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's mind-blowing. Some of the examples.
Yeah.
7-year-old reviewing toys. Couple pranking each other.
Right.
Guy making millions opening Disney toys.
Yeah, yeah.
It's incredible.
And what's so interesting about those success stories is like they all, despite being so different, they all have these commonalities.
They do.
You know, they've built a strong personal brand.
Yeah.
They've created content that resonates with a specific audience and they engage with their viewers.
It's so important.
Yeah.
And so that leads to a key question for you watching this. Is what skills or passions do you already have?
Yeah, that you can leverage.
Yeah. What stories can you tell that nobody else can?
Right.
You know, what
I think a lot of people get hung up on that it has to be unique. You know, it has to be this groundbreaking thing.
Yeah.
But it's usually about tapping into something that you're already passionate about.
Absolutely. And I think people get so hung up on that.
They do.
Like, oh, it's already been done, or I'm not good enough to do that. Right. But it really is about like, what are you?
What's your unique spin on it?
Yeah. What's your unique?
What's your voice?
Yeah.
Your perspective.
Yeah.
What's
your thing?
So you figured out what your niche is, what makes you stand out.
Okay.
Now you got to create a YouTube channel that's set up for success.
Set it up for success. And this is where this source
really shines.
Yeah, it really gets into the details.
Yeah. Setting up your channel, optimizing your videos for search, creating a really, visually appealing, user-friendly experience.
I say so.
You know, it's like building a digital storefront.
Yep.
You know, that's inviting and showcases your best work.
I love that analogy of a shop window.
Yeah.
And using that to describe metadata.
The metadata, like titles, descriptions, tags, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's so important.
Super important.
But I think people kind of overlook it.
They do. I think it's just an afterthought.
Yeah.
But it's
especially with YouTube. It's
a whole nother thing. Because it's all about making sure your content is discoverable. You know, you could have the best video in the world, but if it's buried under a mountain of other videos.
Yeah, if nobody can find it,
no one's going to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and metadata is what tells YouTube, hey, this is what this video is about. This is who it's for.
It's like learning to speak the language.
The algorithm, Yeah.
And speaking of algorithms,
100
hours.
It's a lot.
100 hours of video
are uploaded every minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's a stark reminder that you can't just,
upload and forget it.
Yeah. You gotta
be strategic.
You gotta be strategic about it.
So how do you stand out?
Right.
In that sea of content.
How do you make sure your videos are seen?
Yeah.
And ultimately, how do you actually make money?
How do you make money from it?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to get into next, exploring all those different avenues.
Yeah.
For monetization on YouTube. So buckle up.
Yeah. Get ready.
It's going to be a fun ride.
Well, when it comes to making money on YouTube, the first thing most people think of is ad revenue.
Right.
But it's not the only way.
No.
And this source does a good job of, expanding our horizons a little bit.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like this treasure chest of possibilities.
It is.
Affiliate marketing, creating a web series, turning your pet into a star.
Right.
All kinds of things.
Yeah, and some of these strategies are surprisingly lucrative.
Yeah.
Even more so than just ad revenue. Like, take affiliate marketing.
Okay.
You're essentially partnering with businesses,
Yeah.
recommending their products or services to your viewers.
Okay.
And then if someone makes a purchase through your link, you get a commission.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
The viewer's getting a good recommendation. Hopefully you're getting paid.
You're getting paid.
Business is making money, so it's a good system.
I like how they suggest these different affiliate networks like ClickBank, Commission Junction, ShareASale.com.
There's tons of them out there.
Yeah, and I can see how that would be a great way to really diversify your income streams.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're, creating content in a certain niche.
Yeah, and you can integrate it. So seamlessly, like if you're doing tech reviews,
right,
just drop an affiliate link in the description to the gadget you're reviewing. If you're doing makeup tutorials, link to the products you're using.
Right.
It's very natural, you know?
This whole idea of creating like a web TV series on YouTube is so cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's like your own show.
Yeah.
Your own format.
Your own rules.
Yeah.
You know, it could be anything, a documentary series, a comedy sketch show, educational content, even like a serialized drama, you know.
You could do like a whole season of something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really cool.
It's about bringing those storytelling skills to the platform. Yeah. You know.
And then you could, you know, attract sponsorships, sell it to streaming platforms, potentially down the line.
Yeah.
It's like your own little mini Hollywood studio right on YouTube.
Right in your bedroom.
Yeah. But with all this, you know, opportunity comes some important caveats.
For sure.
And the source is very clear about this whole thing about
video scraping.
Video scraping.
Which is essentially re-uploading other people's content
without permission.
Without permission, yeah. That's a big no-no.
You will get shut down.
Oh, yeah.
If you do that.
Yeah.
Not to mention...
And you can get in big legal trouble.
Issues.
Yeah.
They lay it out really clearly.
They do licensing issues, the pitfalls.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that.
It's not worth it.
Not worth it at all.
No.
So let's talk about building a strong brand on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Because this source really emphasizes
so important
how important that is.
Yeah.
It's not just about
the videos.
The individual videos.
It's the whole package.
It's about creating an identity.
Yeah.
You know, that's cohesive, that represents your unique value proposition.
Right.
And that's something that I think a lot of people
I think so too.
Don't really think about.
They don't. Yeah. They're so focused on the individual piece of content.
Yeah.
But it's got to be part of a larger whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, and having a strong brand helps you stand out.
Right, in a crowded marketplace.
In a crowded marketplace, you're attracting a loyal audience. Potentially even charge higher rates for sponsorships.
Yeah. So they have some really practical tips for doing this.
Yeah.
Like choosing a memorable channel name, designing eye-catching visuals, and then being consistent. With your branding.
Across all your platforms.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's almost like creating a visual language.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. It's like...
That speaks to your audience.
You're building a house. You need a strong foundation.
Right.
You need a clear blueprint.
Yeah.
And you need good quality materials.
And your brand is that foundation.
That foundation. And just like
a house
needs maintenance.
It needs constant upkeep.
Yeah.
You know?
Your brand needs to be nurtured and maintained.
Right.
You know?
So engaging with your viewers, responding to comments, asking questions, creating a sense of community for your channel.
It's all about building those relationships.
Yeah. You know? And of course, none of that matters if your content isn't good.
Yeah.
This source is very clear about.
They even go into some technical details about equipment.
Yeah.
Editing, lighting, all that stuff.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean you have to spend a fortune.
No, not on
fancy
equipment.
It's more about...
But it's about the quality.
It's about the attention to detail, the commitment to quality.
It's about telling a good story.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Whether you're doing a tutorial, a review.
Yeah, even if it's a seemingly boring subject, you can make it interesting.
If you're a good storyteller.
Yeah.
You know, you can draw people in. And a big part of that is connecting.
Connecting with your audience.
With the audience.
On a personal level.
Yeah. And one of my favorite parts of this source is the section on...
More opportunity.
More opportunities.
Yeah, they talk about things like...
They talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency.
Yeah. And gaming.
Yeah.
The world of gaming constantly evolving.
It's a good reminder that the online world is... constantly changing.
Yes.
You know?
There's always new opportunities.
There's always new opportunities popping up.
Yeah.
It's like being a pioneer.
Yeah, for sure.
Going into uncharted territory.
Absolutely.
But with all this talk of opportunity, we can't forget that it takes work to build a successful YouTube channel.
Dedication.
Time, effort.
It's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
No, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
And the source doesn't shy away from that.
No, it doesn't. It says there will be
It's going to be hard.
Challenges.
Yeah.
There will be.
There will be setbacks.
Setbacks.
There will be times when you want to
give up.
Give up.
And the key is to stay focused.
Stay focused, stay consistent.
Consistent.
And really stick to your vision.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think that's really important for aspiring creators.
Yeah, because it's easy to get discouraged.
To hear, because it's easy to look at.
Yeah.
All these
big YouTubers
that have millions of subscribers.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, I'll never get there.
Yeah.
But they all started somewhere. Yeah, you know. So this source is really, it's like a roadmap.
It's a roadmap.
You know, it gives you the practical tips, it gives you the inspiration,
Yeah.
but it also gives you that dose of
realism
that you need to know that it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
But it's possible.
It's possible. As we were talking about all this stuff with YouTube, I was thinking about, you know, how much of this advice applies to just
absolutely
online business in general, not even just YouTube.
Yeah, this source actually touches on a few general money-making
general
methods
that are pretty smart, and a lot of it
overlaps with what we've been talking about.
Yeah, it's
it's about building traffic, finding your audience,
providing value.
Yeah.
It's all
connected.
Yeah. It's like that old saying, build it and they will come.
Right.
Doesn't really apply
to the online world.
Not anymore.
You got to attract people to your content.
You got to hustle.
Yeah. Whether it's your YouTube channel, your website, your blog, whatever.
Yeah. And that's where YouTube can be so powerful, because it's not just a video platform.
Right.
It's a massive search engine.
Yeah, it is.
In its own right.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can leverage YouTube to drive traffic
to your
website, to your blog, whatever, you know, your other ventures are.
It's like this awesome synergy.
It is. Yeah. It's like all your different online platforms are feeding into each other.
Yeah. You know,
promoting your YouTube channel on your website, sharing your blog posts in your video descriptions.
Yeah. Using social media to tie it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really
powerful stuff.
Have some good tactics for driving traffic.
Yeah.
Like including links.
Yeah. Optimize your video descriptions to include links to your website.
Enticing.
Make it enticing. Yeah. Don't just throw a link in there.
Don't just, be like, here's my website.
Give them a reason.
Yeah. Give them a reason to click.
Good click.
Like, you know, offer a bonus download or a behind the scenes look.
Yeah.
A special discount.
A discount code.
Yeah. Yeah. Make it worth their while.
And don't forget about email marketing.
Oh, yeah. Email marketing is super important.
People underestimate.
They do. Yeah. They think it's like old school.
Yeah.
But it's so powerful.
But it's still one of the most effective ways to communicate.
Yeah, because you're
directly with your audience.
You're communicating directly with your audience. You're not subject to the whims
at the mercy
of the algorithm.
Right.
Yeah.
And it all comes back to providing value.
That's the key takeaway.
The source really emphasizes that point.
Create good content.
Whether you're making videos, blog posts, ebooks, whatever. Quality is
paramount.
Yeah. People can spot a poorly written
maybe to smell it
blog post, a hastily thrown together
a mile away
video a mile away.
Yeah.
And they want content that
provides value,
informs,
entertains, educates, entertains, inspires.
Yeah. I like how they talk about using YouTube to test market your ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is so smart if you're thinking about creating a product or service.
Yeah, you use YouTube as your testing ground.
Yeah, create a video, gauge interest, get feedback.
Refine your concept.
It's like having a built-in focus group.
Ton of time and money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
Yeah.
And then they highlight crowdfunding.
Yeah, crowdfunding.
Which is such a
great Kickstarter, Indiegogo, all those platforms.
To get funding.
Yeah.
If you have a great idea, but
you need that initial capital.
Money.
Yeah.
To
get it off the ground.
Make it happen.
Yeah. And YouTube is a perfect place to promote that.
Promote your campaign, get backers.
Yeah. Create a video.
Yeah.
Explaining your project. Yeah. Show your passion.
And then you can you can keep your backers updated.
Updated. Keep them in the loop.
In the loop, yeah.
Build excitement.
As you're developing the product.
For the launch.
Or the service or whatever it is.
Exactly.
So it's really, I mean, it's really
a brilliant
way to
leverage that platform.
Yeah.
And turn your dreams into reality.
Make it happen, yeah.
You know, we've been talking about all this stuff with YouTube and money making.
Yeah.
And I've come to realize it's not really about the money.
It's not at all. I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
It's really not.
It's about connecting with people. Sharing your passion.
Making
a difference.
Yeah, and the money is really just a byproduct of doing
what you love.
Something you love.
And connecting.
Connecting with an audience.
Yeah, with an audience that appreciates
it.
What you do.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
At the end of the day. It's about, human connection.
Yeah.
It's about sharing stories, sharing ideas, sharing experience.
When you can do that.
Yeah.
Authentically.
And effectively.
The rewards
are there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel or taking yours to the next level, remember, it's not just about views.
Well, it's not just about the numbers.
It's not about subscribers.
Yeah.
It's not about even
revenue. Yeah.
It's about
creating something meaningful.
Connecting with your audience.
Yeah.
And using your platform.
To
make a positive impact.
On
the world.
Yeah.
So go out there. Find your voice. Create something that matters. The world is waiting.
To hear your story.